Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's coverage of girls high school lacrosse. Cardinals hosting the Champlin Park Rebels. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action. And Howie, some rain moved through this afternoon, but it is cleared up, it is dry, it is breezy, and it is sunny.
About 2 o'clock, it downpoured, 1:30, right around there. And I thought, are they going to be able to get this game in? It's a beautiful evening. And I can't believe it, Joe. It's our first girls lacrosse game of the season. We've had some rainouts and some scheduling conflicts that we couldn't get a chance to get in here before, but we are here tonight.
Yeah, more than midway through the regular season schedule. Just 4 games remain after tonight's contest for the Cardinals.
There's head coach Kelsey McCann. We had a chance to talk to her on the field, and we talked about the keys here. And you know, they've had a successful program. They're 6-3 as they take the field tonight, and this is a big matchup for both teams, really. And there's head coach Jeff DeJoy. He knows that this is a team that is playing solid defense, looking for some little additional scoring.
Well, 2 teams that have been toward the top of the pack almost every year since the inception of girls lacrosse in this area, but neither really threatening the leaders atop the standings this point late in the season. There are your starters: Rebels on the left, Cardinals on the right, and the Rebels with the opening draw.
Coach McCann said, you know, what we need to do is we need to get the ground balls. It's really important to keep our offense moving. That smooth transition game is something that's been effective, and just be patient on offense. Wait for our opportunities, create our opportunities, and get an early lead.
Early free position. The pass is made off to Dahlman. Dahlman stopped in close. Scramble on the ground. Rebels had it momentarily. Scooped up near the back end line by Fosslin for the Cardinals. And Coon Rapids able to get it out along the near sideline. Pass into the middle. Spun McCarr around a little bit. Scooped up by Carly Nelson. Whistle blows. Cardinal ball near midfield.
You got it. You got time.
Nelson drawing a crowd. Will play it back into the back half of the field. Dropped and scooped back up by Grayson Newla. Gets it across near side for Fosslin. And back into the stick of Nelson. Keller, right side. Meets a couple of defenders and will slow things down. Setting up top. Attacking is Brazier. Can't find any room to enter. Down into the corner now for Callie Turner. Turner will leave it off. And Jordan Keller will survey the defense from the left side. Over the top of the net. And scooped up in the far corner by Callie Turner.
You know, I think the Cardinals would like to just continue to be patient, work their offense, but really try and get on the board here first and put a little pressure on Champlin Park.
Brazier driving in, got the pass from Keller and took the shot, but will get the penalty for a shooting violation.
So early yellow card on Brazier.
Thought she had a lane to the net. Not the way the man in stripes saw it. The Rebels will start with it down near their own net.
And a good situation for Champlin Park. You know, Cardinals were looking to apply some pressure down inside and able to get the ball back.
Then a missed pass. Ball loose, recovered by the Rebels. Finding a way through traffic was Brecht. Lost the handle, but able to recover. Gets it back to Stammer, and Stammer sends it along for Sam Nolan. Nolan into the attacking zone for the Rebels. Will meet the defense straight on. Goes to the right on Hanula. Draws a couple more white shirts. Spins back to the front. Shoots high and scores. And the Rebels on the board first.
Again, working their offense down low, did a nice job of maneuvering around. And nice opportunity. Sam Nolan, that's her 34th goal of the season. She leads the Rebels with 33 goals, 12 assists. She and Tara Dahlman, who also one of the players the Rebels need to watch. She's also a high scorer for the squad.
Off the draw, Rebels with numbers. Ball scooped up again by Nolan, who moves it ahead. Dahlman looking for her tally, spins, and is going to draw the knee penalty.
Let's see that one again. I don't know if she got a little bit of contact.
She got tripped up a little bit, but spun back into the contact. Off the free position, shoots wide. Champlin Park near the back line, so they'll maintain possession. Rebels setting up along the near side. Turned back by Nolan. Dahlman out front. Handled there. And spun back inside by Ashley Larson for a shot. Ball out the end line. Cardinals closest, so they'll get possession back. Power play almost over for the Rebels.
Well, Champlin Park, you know, just 3 losses on the season, 2 in the conference. Have lost a close one to Blaine by a score of 11-10.
Hanula, long run to exit the zone, gets it ahead for Keller. Keller will move it along, scoop back up by Nelson. Nelson finding some room and getting it over to Brazier, who's back in the game. Turner from the near angle will go behind the net instead. Nelson up top for Keller. Shoots low, skips through a lot of feet, and closest to the back end line is the keeper. Kiana Walton. And the ball, turnover forced there by the pressure from Callie Turner. And not able to get back into her net was Walton, and the Cardinals capitalize. Helen Nelson.
And Helen Nelson, the leading scorer. Again, it was a nice play. Good pressure by Callie Turner to turn that ball over, and then the quick pass in front of the net. And as you mentioned, goaltender not able to get back. Helen Nelson with a pretty easy goal to tie this thing up at 1. We talked about Helen Nelson, she's the leading scorer for Coon Rapids, and you know Champlin Park will keep a close mark on her, take her out of the game and let somebody else beat you.
Well, the Cardinals struggling a bit the last few weeks, and a lot of it has been because teams were keying on Nelson.
Yep.
And Coon Rapids needs to find other players who can score in her absence. But their last outing was over the weekend. They went up to Grand Rapids and came away with a big win. They're hoping that will help them turn the page for the final push through the end of the regular season.
Yeah,
Stick violation is going to be called as Makar was cutting through the lane.
Yeah, they were 15-1 winners over Grand Rapids Greenway, and multiple players with a fair amount of points. Makar with 5, and Keller with 6, and Nelson with 5. There's a lot of they're looking for that kind of output from different players.
Good free position and a good shot low to the far post for Makar to give Coon Rapids their first lead at 2-1.
That's Makar with the goal, and certainly she's been a player that Coach DeJoy is like. He talked about her earlier today, and really good hands, loves what she does on the field, and gets that one past the keeper, makes it a 2-1 Coon Rapids lead. That's her 12th goal of the year.
Draw fired straight up. No possession, and now scooped up by Brazier, running to her left. Looking for some help. We'll find it in Helen Nelson through the middle of the field. Nelson leaves it off for Jordan Keller, who backs away. Oh, excuse me, that's Carly Nelson. Backs it off for Fosland. Fosland didn't connect that pass with Brazier, but Brazier able to scoop it back up. Keller down behind the net. Look to bring it out front. Leave it off for Nelson. A spinning shot and a goal.
Boy,
they may have worked on that play before.
They have. What a nice feed inside to Nelson. And, you know, she's a scorer. She knows what to do with the ball, and she delivered quickly to give the Cardinals a 3-1 lead. Again, just a nice job controlling. Nice pass inside, and Nelson quickly turns and scores.
We saw Jordan looking over his shoulder, making sure that Nelson was coming with her.
That's Jordan's.
Quick pass, quick shot, quick goal, and a 3-1 lead. 3 goals in less than a minute and a half.
22 assists now for Jordan Keller as she leads the team in that category. Helen Nelson already with a couple of goals at 34 for the season so far.
Ball still loose. Nelson able to come away with it. Moving it for Callie Turner. Turner driving to the middle. Down low, Keller shoots high and scores.
Boy, it's just nice smooth transition, good passing, good job getting to the open field, getting the ball in the open field, and Keller that time puts it home. And a nice assist for her as well, for her goal as well. You're going to see there from Callie Turner. Just a nice little give and easy shot inside, relatively so. That's Keller's 19th goal this season.
Turner's second assist of the game. She had the assist off the turnover.
Now
first goal of the game for Helen Nelson.
Guess who's in the house? It's red.
No.
I know you're surprised.
I am shocked.
4 unanswered goals for the Cardinals after Champlin Park scored first.
4 goals in just over a minute and a half. Quickly running to the other end is Nolan, looking to erase that or stop that momentum built by the home team. A battle along the far side leads to a whistle and a free position for Nolan in Champlin Park.
Coach DeJoy talked about how well his defense is playing, and it's a great position for them, up 3 goals. Continue to play that strong defense, keep that ball wide, and again, pressure from behind, see if they can turn the ball over.
Nolan will go down beyond the goal, try and come back out front. Looking for help, got it to Dahlman. Dahlman can't find a way out, back to Nolan. Nolan out front, is shot and a goal, and paying the price in tight was Lauren Witt.
And again, a nice feed from behind the net. And Nolan, you know, we talked about her as one of the prolific scorers for the squad. She knows what to do with it as well. There's the pass inside, quick goal. Four to 2 now in favor of the Cardinals.
They call a penalty on the goal, so automatic ball for Champlin Park.
Well, if Champlin can convert this, come down and cut the goal to lead to 1, that would be big for them. Pressure on the Cardinal defense here.
Brecht trying to move it in deeper. The pass was behind the intended target, out the end line. Cardinal ball.
Good job by Brazier to make sure she won that battle.
Oh, it was a pass, so it didn't matter.
Oh, that's right.
Brazier showing the speed up the left wing and will now cut back against the grain. Ahead for Nelson. Near side, Turner bobbles, able to stay with it. Down low, Keller forces a shot through traffic. Ball never made it out the end line. Cardinals attack and come away with it. They had a 2-on-1 along that end line, and Keller ends up with it.
Yeah, 'cause we had a foul after the goal. It wasn't a penalty, but it was a foul. That's why they kept it.
Cardinals circling the wagons, looking for a way in.
The defense from Champlin Park doing a good job of just keeping it wide.
McCarr goes over the top, down below the goal. Coming out front, it's Callie Turner. She had it knocked out of her stick. A battle on the ground, and whistle blows against the Cardinals.
Chase White, you got it! Carly! Carly!
Get it, Ash, get it, Ash! Illegal cradle, white ball!
You can hear the call, an illegal cradle.
Well, you can't get your stick within a foot of the head.
Right.
So if you can cradle it in right next to your head, they can't whack at it with their stick. You can't take a shot if someone's in the way. You can't get in the way if someone's taking a shot. There's a lot of rules.
Them the rules.
All comes down to the way the guys in stripes decide to call it.
They interpret it differently, I'm sure, from game to game.
Either way, Champlin Park back in possession and trying to get back on the attack. Good defense from Caitlin Ackerman forcing the action wide. They are able to get it back in the stick of Sam Nolan. The top. Near side for Lexi Owens. Back to Nolan. Nolan marked very closely by Ackerman. And they'll work it down on the left side. Walking in is Baker, and now backing off. Back up tops. Owens will back out. Now looking to find some room in the middle. Defense collapses. She backs away.
Yeah, trying to set up again, see what they can do offensively, but Cardinals making sure they keep that ball wide as well.
Pass to the far side. Nolan gets a pick, trying to get back out front. Passes. I'm not sure what the whistle was for, but
it was a stick to the face, I thought.
Not good for Coon Rapids. It's going to be a dangerous free position here for Lexi Owens.
Yeah, again, not a player you want it to be in that situation.
Takes a shot low, bounces it wide out the end line. The Rebels will maintain possession. Just under 13 minutes remaining, so a little more, just about halfway through this first half. Dahlman patiently checks the offense, trying to spin, can't find room on this side, and the whistle blows. Another free position, and this time is Dahlman.
That's the other player you don't want in that position from Champlin Park.
Couple of steps. Sticks come in and defend nicely. Dahlman backs out, spins back in and scores, and cuts it to a 1-goal lead.
Again, doing a nice job of backing out and then pulling the defense with her and able to step up and get a little bit of an opening for the goal. You see it again. She's going to back up, then turn. She's got a nice shot to that far side of the net. That's her 30th goal of the season. She has 30 goals, 22 assists. Makes it a 4-3 Coon Rapids lead.
Well, the Cardinals were dominant for about 1:45.
Yep.
That's when they scored their 4 goals. Momentum shifting back to the Rebels. Stick violation will give the Cardinals possession near midfield. Helen Nelson will come in with it. Right side, Keller. Didn't have a lane to shoot. Will back away. And up top for Brazier. Nolan comes out to defend as Brazier takes it to the right side. Trying to find room between a couple of defenders. Can't re-scoop. Nelson almost had it. Now it is picked up by McCarr. McCarr cutting back between a couple of defenders. She's hacked and she'll get a free position.
Yeah, McCarr doing a nice job of weaving her way back into the middle of the field in front of the net. And the hack will give her that opportunity from a nice place in front.
Takes the shot, it bounces wide. Nelson battling for it, but it's won down low by the Rebels. Maria Claflin was able to get it almost to midfield and then draw the foul. Claflin backs it off. This is Lydia Brecht. Bumped, and that's another whistle.
We're calling it tight here tonight. A little bit of contact, going to draw a whistle.
Down to the final 10 minutes here in the first half. This is Dahlman rolling through the left side and setting up shop on the side of the net out front. No opportunity for Nolan to try and shoot. Well defended by Fosland, or at least initially, and then apparently illegally defended by Fosland.
It was too nice.
Free position for Nolan. She'll pass to Dahlman coming across. She missed wide.
Oh, she had a great opportunity, too.
And it's scooped up by Fosland in the corner. Rebels bringing pressure down low, not giving the Cardinals an opportunity.
Got a piece of it. Yeah, good opportunity right in front.
Hanula able to use her speed and run through some open field. Gets it ahead for Jordan Keller. Slows down, left side, and too far out of reach for McCarr, and a turnover back to Champlin Park.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on that pass, and she had McCarr in the wing.
Ackerman closing the space defensively along the far side. This is Dahlman with it on the right side for Champlin Park. So whistle blew, foul behind the net. I wonder how much time is lost just on repositioning players for the secondary whistle. I mean, you have 24 or 25 minutes. and a half.
25.
It was 25?
Yep.
I thought it was 24
No,
on them
it's 25.
before we started. Okay, so 25 minutes.
Let's see.
If each of those is even 15 seconds, then you have how many stoppages like that in a half?
About 50.
I was going to say something about the move she just made to break free, but I was anticipating the whistle. So Nolan will have another free position, an opportunity for her to tie this contest. A little more than 6.5 minutes left in the first half. She'll get in, fake a couple of times, and then go upstairs and do just that.
Gars couldn't do much on that particular play. Again, a nice move inside, and you give up those kind of positions on the field when you commit those infractions. And you give a good team, that's Sam Nolan's second goal, you give a good team like Champlin Park those opportunities close in, and they take advantage of it. You said the fake there and then around for the goal. Ties it up at 4, so as quickly as Coon Rapids had that 4-1 lead, Champlin Park tying it up.
Well, I don't know if it was as quickly. The Cardinals did score their 4 goals again in a minute 45.
But all of a sudden, now I'm just saying, with Cardinals being dominant in that period of time.
During that 2 minutes.
And that whatever they were dominant. The Champlin Park just making sure that they didn't fall behind. And more than that, and just have done a nice job of cutting back into that game.
Yeah, they have captured momentum and have dominated possession since. Good passing in close. And
it's going to be Champlin's ball.
Looked like Mackenzie Baker was stopped in close, but then the whistle blew, and she'll get a free position from the goal line. She'll reset the offense for the Rebels. Here's Nolan faking, looking, and backing off. Hands it off for Dahlman behind, back to Nolan. Nolan leans out front and shoots past the keeper. Her third, and puts the team back in front.
Yeah, you can see how dangerous they are when they get that space in front of the net. Cardinals are going to call timeout. After the Cardinals scored 4 unanswered, now the Rebels score 4 unanswered.
That is correct.
That is correct.
But they took a little more time.
They did take a little more time, but they nonetheless, they followed suit.
They have. And now the Cardinals with a timeout, hoping they can switch the momentum back to the home team. Whatever they were doing during that 2 minutes of dominance, they need to get back to. That much is certain.
You know what is really dominant? The writing on Sportsnet. Go make sure you make sure you check it out. Live every Tuesday, sometimes Monday. I think we have a Thursday.
Sometimes live, sometimes not.
Just never know. Always going to hopefully be an entertaining show, regardless if we're live or not. You see the time remaining, 5:31 in the half.
Yeah, different messages at opposite ends of the fields, I would think. On that side, we need to get that intensity back, pressure better in the defensive end, and not give long possessions to the opposition. And around the visiting bench, more of a keep going, doing
what you're doing.
Exactly what you're doing.
Exactly, no question about it. Rebels weren't fazed by the early lead from Coon Rapids, and they know they've played in a lot of tough contests this season, so they had confidence that they could get back in it. Now they have the lead with 5:31 remaining in the opening half.
Coon Rapids has been a little quicker to strike, but certainly far greater amount of offensive possession for Champlin Park.
No question.
Coon Rapids has to get some more quality looks at the offensive end, which they really have not had much of in the last 10+ minutes of gameplay. Off the draw, Brazier able to scoop on the run and get the Cardinals right on the attack. She's got a couple of defenders with her, drops it off there for Molly Bolin. Into the middle, a shot and a big save right at the goal line.
And Walton got that ball, and it squirted out a little bit, but she made sure that she had possession.
Fosslin able to come over, challenge, and come away with the ball. Caitlin Ackerman into the fray. Slow it down over near side for Jordan Keller. Keller attacking 1v2. Will back off. Pass just out of the reach of Molly Bolin. Recovered by Ackerman and gets it back to Bolin. Bolin will look for a lane. Leaves it off with Ellen Nelson down below the net. She and Jordan Keller discuss along the end line, and now Helen trying to squeeze between a couple of defenders and called for a charge.
Yeah, and trying to make a move to the middle. Fake to the outside, move to the middle. And she had collision with a Rebel defender.
Rebels denied entry and then lost the handle, scooped up by Caitlin Ackerman. Ackerman just going to run past all the defenders, get in close, shoot, and it's defended, but she was hacked, so she'll get a free position.
Yeah, nice move, and they weren't looking for that, the defense from Champlin Park, and Ackerman weaved her way inside. There's a missed hack right there.
Yeah, they completely were playing the pass, and she just ran right past them all. Ackerman takes a couple of steps, shoots wide. Keller is back there, so the Cardinals maintain the ball. Down to 3 minutes remaining here in this opening half. Champlin Park on top, 5-4. Cardinals with possession. That pass denied. Scooped up by Sewell. And the Rebels able to move it out to center field. Lydia Brecht turns and gets it toward the middle. Maria Claflin.
A little contact from behind, but nothing called.
Come on.
Brazier closed off along the sideline, but gets the pass along to Haley Tunsky. Now far side, a battle for Bolin, and she is whistled for the stick infraction. Champlin Park ball.
Well, with a couple of minutes here left, certainly the Cardinals defensively like to keep the ball out of the net, out of their net. And definitely offensively, they had a little bit going earlier, but they couldn't get anything past the netminder. And this is an opportunity, if they can score before the end of the break, at least tie this thing up, a little more, trying to get some momentum.
Dahlman trying to get around Brazier, find some room to shoot. Picked up defensively, nice little move to get in. Shot is stopped by Garvis in close. The secondary chance, though, is put home by Mackenzie Baker.
Yeah, again, you can't give those second chances up, and they did there. Baker made them pay. And she's able to put the Rebels up by a 6-4 score. You're going to see it here that initially stop, but then the ball's going to come right back to Baker, and she's going to put it past Garves.
.114 remaining in the first. A 6-4 lead now for the Champlin Park Rebels. Oh, false start. Got a little too excited.
A little ahead of herself.
Nelson will get the free ball. Will now head upfield into the attacking zone. Looking to pass, and now the pass behind Fosslin. Fosslin races to keep it in the box, but lost control, and Nolan comes away with it for Champlin Park. Dahlman's pass defended well by Nelson as she turns it back in Coon Rapids' direction. Keller stops up, shoots it off the crossbar, and right back out to Nelson.
Again, a good opportunity for the Cardinals there, but off that crossbar. And they certainly could have used a goal here in this situation before the break.
Right off the iron, Fosslin is going to get, or Kelly Turner. No, it is Fosslin getting the penalty.
Correction, number 28, Paige Fosslin.
Final 30 seconds, the Rebels with the ball. The pass out of reach for Nolan, out of bounds, and the Cardinals will have one last opportunity.
Well, again, just if they've got plenty of time to set something up offensively. A little over 20 seconds remaining.
Bolin ahead for Brazier. Brazier trying to get around the right side. Passes a little high for McCarr. McCarr able to scoop. 10 seconds. McCarr down low. Looked out front. Couldn't find a passing lane. Circles.
She's got to shoot.
And just no lane available as the buzzer sounds, and the Rebels will go to the locker room with a 6-4 lead. We'll take a break. Be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching Girls High School Lacrosse on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Sports Complex. Halftime of this Girls Lacrosse matchup. Coon Rapids had a 4-1 lead, but the Rebels in control down the stretch, and through the majority of that first half have a 6-4 lead going to the locker room. Rebels did score first, and they've gotten quite a spark from their two leading scorers in Sam Nolan and Tara Dahlman, but the Cardinals came back and answered with 4 very quickly. Their 4 goals in 1:31 seconds. From 1951 to the clock read 18:10, and that had them up 4-1. But then after that, the Rebels able to have more possession time, get more opportunities, and of course, able to put a few behind the keeper, scoring the last 5 of the first half to get to the locker room up 2.
Yeah, you know, and the Cardinals late had an opportunity to hit the crossbar. We could have a 1-goal game at this time. So the Cardinals know that they have the opportunity to come back into this game, only down by 2. But they have to make sure they keep that high-scoring offense of Champlin Park to a minimum.
Well, and they need to gain some possession and get some opportunities at the offensive end. We'll see if they're able to do that. Second half coming up next on CTN.
We can see the possibilities as we visit these homes. We can see the possibility of rearranging the rooms the way that we'd like them to be within the same footprint of the house.
And it's nice that people open their homes and let us take a peek.
Yeah.
We have a 4-season porch, and I'd like to change it to hardwood from the carpet. And so got some ideas there too. So.
It's an incentive for people to do this. You know, it's like, oh, we want to renovate, and it's kind of like get you moving. Yeah.
We love it. We love it. We always joke that we got $20 worth of fun out of our kitchen tonight just by having a glass of wine in there. So we're constantly enjoying it.
But Coon Rapids focusing on their neighborhood directly and helping these folks is just something that we really appreciate.
And it's such a unique and cool program that we're happy to be part of the showcase, and hopefully it gets other people interested in wanting to use the program.
It's amazing, all the ideas that we're learning about and the options that we have.
Just about ready to get the second half started. Coon Rapids trailing Champlin Park 6-4 at the break. Things look good early. Champlin Park scored the first goal, but Coon Rapids had a little spurt. And they jumped out to a 4-1 lead, and things were rolling exactly the way they wanted them. But for the majority of the rest of the half, they were not given many opportunities with the ball.
Yeah, and they're not creating opportunities for themselves, and that's something they also need to do. I mean, defensively, I think they're doing a nice job of just holding it to the 6 goals, but offensively, and that's been their issue all season long, is to score goals and score more goals. And this is an opportunity here if they can continue to play good defense, clamp down on that end, and create some opportunities for themselves.
They need to be able to get the ball back.
Well, that would be very true.
Champlin didn't share very much.
No, that's not nice not to share.
They did not. They were not in a very generous sharing mood.
It's one of the first things you learn as growing up is to share.
I think Jeff DeJoy is sharing his Twinkie.
Hey, send some up here.
I doubt it.
Come on, DeJoy. How do you know it's a Twinkie?
I saw it.
Oh, is it?
Looked like a Twinkie.
He doesn't seem like the Twinkie type. It seems a little more healthy, like an oranger.
Well, he will review our tape, and I'm sure
apparently
we'll
it's a
hear
Rice
about it
Krispie
later.
bar. It's a Rice Krispie bar, so we've had it confirmed.
Okay, so we were both wrong.
We were both wrong. You were closer, though.
That's typical.
You were closer.
That's typical. Well,
an orange versus a Twinkie.
I want a Rice Krispie bar.
I do as well.
I like Rice Krispie bars. Cardinals with the opening possession here in the second half. Keller flips it into Nelson. Nelson shoots low, scores, and it's a 1-goal game.
Well, you think that's not what they needed? They came out and they score quickly. Helen Nelson with her 3rd goal of the night. And that's something they had to have. They were they're in a little scoring drought since that 4th goal, and able to break through here early on and cut the lead to 1. And that's one of those players, when she gets some space out in front of the net, she's not going to be denied.
Nolan able to knock that one down off the draw and get possession for Champlin Park. Brecht into the offensive end, met by a couple of defenders. Finds some help from Lexi Owens.
Another nice look inside and relatively close for the Rebels.
So that was 27 seconds for, between those whistles.
But the clock's running.
Correct. That's why I'm wondering. Just they decided not to go right to the net as Larson backed out, but this is Brecht with it now. Into the middle. Nolan finds no room. Finds some help though. The shot and goal. Mackenzie Baker, I think.
11, Mackenzie Baker.
I don't like the numbers on the front. There I got a close look at the monitor, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
That'll put Champlin Park back in front, 7-5. Off the draw, nobody can get to it. Scramble on the ground. First one there is Helen Nelson. Nelson getting around the corner on Nolan. Spins and shoots, but it's knocked away by Walton. Cardinals able to regain control. Keller will go behind the net. McCarr can't find room, gets it back to Jordan Keller. Near side for Brazier. Anessa McCarr looking for room. Can't get around Brecht and ends up back behind the net. Long possession for the Cardinals, but no opportunity in front of the goal.
Well, the defense doing a good job, again, keeping them, running them wide, not letting them get that little look inside.
Nelson forces the defenders to collapse. Keller will look for room on the other side, and none there. Up top to Brazier. Brazier going one-on-one against Dahlman, can't get around. Helen Nelson now. McCarr on the far side.
It's really good defense. A little contact there. But pretty good defense nonetheless.
That was a little better, about 22 seconds. Again, the Champlin defense collapses, doesn't allow McCarr to make a run on the net. Keller looking for Brazier. Brazier able to re-scoop. Tried to wrap it around, but defended well by Walton. Loose ball scooped up by Jordan Keller. Keller out front, trying to get it to Fosland. Both Fosland and Carly Nelson were coming right down the middle. Stick foul against the Cardinals.
Get a lot of possession, but not really any good looks on net. A lot of time off the clock, but couldn't get a shot off.
Claflin gets it ahead to Dahlman. Dahlman across midfield. Pressured and leaned on by Callie Turner, and then bumped a little bit too much apparently. And the whistle sounds. They don't take nearly as long between whistles when it's away from the net.
But yeah, when you're positioning yourself close to the net, that's when, you're right, when the time comes off.
Close game, that can slow things down a lot.
No question.
To the last few minutes. Pass into the middle, and Dahlman denied point blank by Garves.
Big save. And that lead is at 2. You want to keep it there, at least there.
Page out of the reach of Fosland, recovered by Claflin for Champlin Park. And she is hacked a little bit.
Garves with a nice job at net, saving an opportunity here right in close, right into her net.
Good shot and a goal for Maria Claflin. Came running across the middle, and there was nobody between her and the net. She put it home.
That time a little breakdown defensively for Coon Rapids as she gets inside, puts it past Garves, and puts the lead at 3 now for the Rebels. That's her first goal of the year.
So a very quick goal for Coon Rapids to start this period. A pretty quick answer from Champlin Park. And then after a long possession led to nothing for the Cardinals, the Rebels answer again and stretch their lead to 8-5, their largest lead of the night. Helen Nelson with possession, trying to outrun the defense. It's to Keller on the left side. She'll circle behind.
Well, this is what we saw last possession of working that ball around, trying to find that opening, but defensively, Champlin Park not allowing it.
Marked pretty tight through the middle.
Yep.
Make it awfully hard to find a shooting lane. Jordan Keller tried to fire it through, but it was blocked away by the goal stick of Walton.
That was a tough angle as well.
Up top with it is Fosland. Fosland spins back to the left. Shot partially deflected. Scoop back up by Fosland. Brazier looking for room, will back away.
That defense closed that opportunity quickly.
McCarr can't find a way in. Across the top, leaves it off for Fosland. Fosland down low. Keller out front. Attempted redirect by Nelson, and the foul is going to give Nelson a free shot. Shoots low and scores.
Yeah, when she got those kind of opportunities, she's dangerous, no question. 4 goals for this evening, 4 of the 6 for Coon Rapids. And Coach DeJoy was talking about we need other players scoring other than Helen. But Helen's definitely doing a nice job here this evening with 4 tallies.
And we're right back where we started the second half with the Rebels leading by 2. Dahlman and Nelson to face off. And Dahlman able to win the draw. Gets it back for Nolan. Nolan will set up along with Ashley Larson. Larson pressured by Ackerman along the near side. Back to Nolan. Nolan over for Brecht. She spins and loses the handle. Tried to regain and was fouled. So now Brecht will have the free position. Brecht weaves back and hands it off for Nolan. Nolan to her left, working against Fosslin. Take it in behind. Up top is Dahlman. Dahlman weaves between a couple of defenders, and whistle goes the other way this time.
Again, trying to find that inside. Cardinals, though, able to take over possession.
Long run for Paige Fosslin down the left wing. Finds a little bit of room and then closed quickly by Larson. Jordan Keller will get it down low for Helen Nelson.
Cardinals' last goal came on a penalty, so they need to figure out ways to score when they have the offense going. Down by 2, a goal here would be big for Coon Rapids.
Fosslin lost the handle trying to get around the corner, but she was fouled. Fosslin right near the top. Will take the shot, stopped up on the low bounce by Walton. Nolan's pass a little bit too high for the intended target, taken back over by Callie Turner and the Cardinals. Turner gets around and shoots wide. Back there is Helen Nelson, so the Cardinals will keep possession.
Plenty of time. A little more than halfway through. The second half.
Not quite.
Not quite.
12.5 minutes.
So I said a little more than halfway through.
Yeah, you said more than halfway through. We're a little
less than halfway through. Oh, thanks.
That's what we're here for. It's semantics.
Correct the old man.
Semantics on CTN. Coming out front for the shot was McCarr, but stopped up by Walton, still loose. Whistle blows in the scrum inside. Cardinals covered it. Can't put the cross over the ball on the ground. Not allowed. That is against the rules. Good pressure by Fosslin, turns the Rebels back. Long pass, great grab by Lexi Owens, and Timeout taken by the Rebels.
Now we're a little more than halfway
now
through.
We
Thank
are
you.
A little
I was
more
just
than
waiting. I was just
halfway
testing
through.
to see if you were listening.
Which
you were.
Rare,
so you passed.
Which is rare.
First time out of this contest for the Rebels. They hold that slim 2-goal lead. Hennon's leaving his post, coming in the booth for some seeds.
Camera, though.
Nice, nice.
While his camera's hot.
That's, it's impressive.
That's multi-talent right there. Gave his job over to Larry Lockdown for a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, Larry needs work too.
Oh, he and Dave Emmy
they switched
spots at halftime.
Yep. There he is. Highlights. There you are.
As seen by Dave Emmy.
Let's return the favor.
There
we go. There he is.
Oh, better shot. Best camera crew in the business. Best production crew in the Twin Cities, and they're right here on CTN, and unfortunately tasked with dealing with us.
That's why they're and then this is the biggest surprise.
A shocker.
Dusty Wasserman hasn't been here in 13 years, finally coming back.
We're old. I don't think we're that old. But it's good to see Dusty. Good to see. Well, it's good to be here.
It's good to be anywhere. It's good to be anywhere, as a matter of fact. Just good to be seen.
Some of the most
trust us. There is crew up there.
Some of the most notable crew are those who are never seen.
That's why we're not on camera.
Men behind the scenes. They're the ones who make it work.
They're the true glue that holds this place together.
All right. Timeout's over. We're ready to get back to action, and game on. Still running with it is Lexi Owens. Got around the corner, has a little room to look at, but Grace Anula came over to chase her away. And Owens will set up behind the net.
Another whistle. It was a 3-second violation.
You're getting help. That's not fair. Dahlman finding her way out front, shoots low and scores. Back to a 3-goal lead.
That's what the Rebels have been better at than Coon Rapids, is creating opportunities for themselves and really getting through that Cardinal defense. We've seen the Rebel defense play so much better here, or play better. I don't want to say so much better, but play better, and that's why they have that 3-goal lead. They've limited the Cardinals offensively.
Well, we talked about it. Helen Nelson scoring tonight. They need help from other parts in order to trim this deficit, now 3 with 11:45 on the clock. Another win by Dahlman, quickly gets it ahead to Nolan. Nolan will take the shot. May have been going over, but wisely kept by Garvis. Leaves it off for Heidi, not Heidi, Grace.
Wow.
Hanula behind the net. I was going to have the right name right, or the last name right.
Which one is it?
Leave me alone. Brazier cutting back, finding a little bit of room. But there they are, all those blue jerseys packing it in defensively. Anessa McCarr trying to find a way through. You don't lose much if the other team can't score. Great wraparound goal by Jordan Keller. They were defending the middle so much, and she's looked for that opportunity a couple of times. It hasn't been there. This time she's able to put it home.
Yeah, this time the angle is where she needed it, and she was able to score. But you're right, she has been working that angle for the most part of the night and not have those good opportunities. But she'll take that one there, cuts the lead back to 2.
Well, they're defending the middle so much, looking for Keller to pass from that angle.
A smart play by Keller, take advantage of that, get the goal.
But she's come out looking for that shot before, and it's been well defended previously by the Rebels. This time she finds the opening she needs, and she scores to cut it back to a 2-goal game. Rebels with another win off the draw, scooped up by Lydia Brecht. Brecht wanted to hand it off to Nolan and decided the pressure was too much to do it at that juncture. So able to find some room, and now gives it off to Nolan. Nolan spinning against Caitlin Ackerman. Ackerman staying with her, gets help from Callie Turner. Pass into the middle, didn't click with Brecht, scooped up by Dahlman. Dahlman is picked up quickly by Fosslin. Up top, Nolan. Back to Dahlman, and a whistle.
Under 10 minutes remaining in this contest, 2-goal lead for the Rebels. They're looking to strike again here.
Dahlman with the free shot. From straight away, takes it in, and Garvis comes up with a huge save. Keller turning it upfield as Brazier with her along the sideline. Looking into the middle, it skips away out of the stick of Ava Johnston. Johnston able to battle and force it free. Keller scoops it up.
We'll see if they'll watch that angle. Maybe it'll free up something in the middle.
Trying to drop it off. Nelson, a little backhanded shot, and it's in.
That was nice. You know, she's got that scorer's mentality. She knows she doesn't waste any time turning and scoring. That's going to cut the lead to 1. Helen Nelson with 5 goals on the season, 37 now, or 5 goals on the evening, 37 for the season. So you can see the nice little give and then the little backhand scoop.
Well, the defense collapsed.
Yep.
She wouldn't have been able to turn and shoot, but finds a way on the backhand. Get this back to a 1-goal game. Very quick whistle off the draw. Cardinals able to disrupt the pass. And a stick foul against the Rebels. And it'll be Cardinal ball. McCarr running with it on the right side. Down low, Helen Nelson with it behind the net. Keller trying to be sneaky. Did not fool Walton. They're definitely defending that angle again a little
exactly.
bit stronger.
And that's what the Cardinals are hoping. Maybe something opens up in the middle, because you saw that backhand by Nelson opening up that middle.
There it is. Yep. Get it low to Jordan Keller, and she'll score, and she'll tie it up.
Again, just working that offense, doing a nice job. That angle shot by Keller really opened up that defense for Champlin Park, and they had to be a little more concerned about moving out a little bit closer
well, and they
to that
had it
end.
defended, so she passed away, but then stayed there and got the pass right back from, I believe it was Callie Turner. She just turns and scores. It's all knotted up, 9-9, 7:45 to play. Let's start over.
Well, the Cardinals have to feel pretty good. Champlin Park able to open up the lead by 3 goals at one point in this half, but Cardinals battling back.
Rebels able to win possession off the draw. Nolan ran into traffic, lost the ball, scooped up by Brazier. Nolan went down. No call. Rebels coaches certainly felt there should have been a whistle, and then a little bit of a cross check, and Brazier will get the free position. Molly Bolin. Down low, in behind is Jordan Keller. Nelson fakes the give, tries to shoot low, skipped it right across the front of the net. Callie Turner can't find a way in. Back down low to Jordan Keller. Keller again trying that short angle shot. It was denied and back in the stick of Callie Turner.
Well, the more she tries it, the more the defense loosens up a little bit in the middle.
Try to get the pass down low, is broken up by the keeper. And Walton's pass knocked down by Brazier. Scooped up by Nelson. Nelson's shot stopped by Walton, flipped back to her by her defender and nearly put into the net. But then the whistle blows against
the pressure.
Champlin, so the Cardinals going to get the free position out of this.
Yeah, again,
nice. It was a Cardinal player that flipped. I thought it was. I thought it was a defender trying to sweep it to her so she could scoop it. Cardinals maintain possession now, a little over 5.5 minutes left. Jordan Keller surveying the defense, looking for a passing lane, looking for an opportunity. But the whistle blows. Nolan being pressured from behind by McCarr, and a timeout by Champlin.
Now Rebels going to call another timeout. Talk about things. Watch that 3-goal lead evaporate. We're tied at 9. 5:03 remaining in this regulation time. 9-9.
It is another partial sellout.
Oh, we do have another partial sellout here at the complex.
Shocking.
I know, right?
You're all part of history.
Well, we're down to 5 minutes, all knotted up.
Here comes Hennon for some more seeds. There he is, Neil Hennon.
That's my shot.
That's his shot. Again, his shot. The consummate professional.
He's got both Rusty Seaclamp and Larry Lockdown over there helping out.
Well, you know, he's the boss, so he handles that.
No, maybe I should be bringing more than one bag of seeds, apparently. There he is, the #1 fan.
Look at that, Red.
Oh, I like that. I like the shirt.
It's a great shirt. He gets all the swag.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's got all the sports represented.
I like it. Good job, Red.
Good Cardinal. Could wear that.
Are you shilling?
A little bit. We do support all Cardinal athletics.
Oh, absolutely. No question about it. We love Cardinal athletics.
And we would definitely let the world know more about it if we were.
If we got free stuff, is that what you're saying?
Were it to be
given some swag,
apparel that would allow us to spread the word without, and encourage people to ask us about Cardinal athletics.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, they soon would regret that
they talked to us. They even talked to us.
Question, but. Certainly, we would promote if given the opportunity. Okay, 5:03 remaining. Sam Nolan has the ball for Champlin Park. We're all tied at 9, and here we go. Nolan on the run, tracked closely by Anessa McCarr. Caitlin Ackerman there to pressure as well. She'll back it off for Dahlman. Dahlman will look for room, give it back to Nolan, a little give and go, a little pick and roll, then the pass in the middle to Brecht didn't connect, scooped up by Grace Hanula. Hanula's got some wheels, and she's going to get him going. Hanula out of the defensive end, runs into a little bit more traffic and will slow things down. Reverses action and finds some room, gets it ahead to Molly Bolin. Molly Bolin, an outstanding downhill skier for the Cardinals. Yep. And now getting some quality minutes on the varsity lacrosse team as well, obviously. Keller comes out front, can't find room. Will retreat behind the net. Try the far side. Defense collapses, gives it up to McCarr. McCarr, little move, looking for some room. Gets in a little closer, knocked out of her stick, and she's going to get a free position. And they become that much more critical at this point in the game.
Well, yeah, especially when you look at the time.
To be aggressive.
3.5 minutes remaining in the regulation time, and you get a goal here and put a little more pressure on Champlin Park.
Shot bounced and went in the net. It looked like it was going wide. Everybody looked like it was going wide, and instead it's in the back of the net, and the Cardinals are back in front.
Yeah, big goal by McCarr, as we're going to see it here. Just going to take a couple of steps and fire. Oh yeah, she did a nice job there. Nice job. 10-9 favor of Coon Rapids. First lead since 4-1.
Did that go in off the keeper's stick?
I think it went off the keeper's stick. I believe it did.
Because it looked like on the first hop it was going wide, and then all of a sudden Walton was looking behind her. A little miscommunication by the Rebels off the draw, left the ball just waiting to be scooped up, and Alyssa Brazier obliges, and will reset the Cardinals on offense. And now the Cardinals in control, and can take some time off the clock, but would love to be aggressive and get a little cushion here.
Oh, no question about it. You know,
Jordan Keller deep in the corner, behind for Helen Nelson.
You know, they can afford to take some time off the clock, but they do not want to be too conservative.
Trying to stretch that defense out at the same time. Nelson to Brazier near side. Turner back to Nelson, back to Turner down low. Turner trying to get around, spins back toward the front, and draws the foul from Georgie Stammer.
And Turner just being aggressive. Let's take a look at another look at that goal. Did it go off the stick? Yeah, it did. In fact, I think she looked at her.
And off the post, too.
Yeah. Off the stick.
Oh, it just.
Yeah, just grazed it.
Just thought she had more net on it, and it got the frame and spun it out of her hands. Callie Turner will leave it off again for Nelson. Nelson Trapped in the corner, got around. And now to Keller, who looks to get out front, but quickly cut off on the far side by Lexi Owens.
Yeah, nice job closing off that side by Owens.
Little head fake to find a little bit of room, but the support comes and Keller backs away again, and now Anessa McCarr. McCarr pressured by Brecht, able to get around the corner, back out front, dumps it off on the backhand. That stopped up, scooped by Nolan. Nolan pressured, down to the final minute. Got it ahead, that pass didn't connect. Bolin trying to scoop, she's bumped. Finally picked up by Ashley Larson. Foul called.
Officials timeout on the field.
Officials call a timeout with 50 seconds remaining. The slimmest of leads for Coon Rapids, 10-9.
Lauren Witt was a little slow to get up. Sent to the sideline.
And now you talk about where your defense needs to step up. Here it is in the last 50 seconds.
You see,
she got stepped on.
Another stick infraction. Back to Dahlman. Up top, Nolan. Nolan kept to the outside, spins back inside, shoots off the crossbar. Loose ball pushed along near the back line. Picked back up there by Baker. Baker knocked to the turf, coming away with it is Haley Tunsky. DeJoy yelling for timeout. Did not get it before the whistle. Baker looking to get inside. Defense collapses. Bulldozes through and a whistle blows. 12 seconds remain. Here DeJoy trying to give his instruction.
Getting people in position.
This is big. It's Mackenzie Baker with the free position from the right side. Ten seconds, and we'll do it again.
10 seconds, no shooting space.
No shooting space from Coach DeJoy.
Quick dump pass down low, didn't click, went right past Dahlman, scooped up, pass out front, Dahlman can't get that. Loose, it's down, the shot, and saved by Garves, and the Cardinals are gonna hold on for the win.
Wow, you talk about a great win for Coon Rapids, and that definitely was. Champlin Park comes in here, and they held a 3-goal lead at one point during the second half, Joe, but the Cardinals held strong, able to get that 10-9 lead, and then take a lot of time off the clock, and able to get the win.
And able to score the last four games of the contest as well. They were down 9-6, and they end up 10-9 winners.
Now, nice win for them. Puts their record at 7-4. Drops Champlin Park to 6-4.
And Champlin Park had that 2-goal lead coming into the second half. Cardinals scored super early, right off the first draw, 15 seconds in. Ella Nelson scoring, but then Champlin scored a couple to get that lead built back up. And every time the Cardinals scored, the Rebels tried to answer until the final 10 or 11 minutes when the Cardinals provided all the offense. And again, it was just a matter of establishing more possession time, more opportunity at the offensive end, and eventually they found the chinks in the armor, had a couple of fortunate bounces, and they find themselves on the winning side this evening.
Yeah, they did enough to get that slim lead in a 1-goal game. in Coon Rapids. It was a big win for them, Joe. And this is a team that they knew coming in against Champlin Park. Champlin was 6-2 in the conference. Cardinals at 4-4, 5-4, and it was a big win for them.
That's what we do here at CTN. We bring luck to Cardinal clubs. We're on a roll, a couple of wins in a row. We hope to keep it going next Tuesday when we do baseball against Anoka. We're going to see baseball and softball playoffs after that.
Playoffs?
But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Cardinal Sports Complex. Coon Rapids 10, Champlin Park 9. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.